It's Friday and it's the end of what has been a very eventful week, or not so eventful. We've been in lockdown, but it has been a chance to get my hands dirty with running a node and with trying out things on the testnet. I've done a lot of videos this week. A lot of them I've failed at because I simply didn't know what I was doing.
You suck, you jackass.
But I have learned a lot in the process. And one of the things I wanted to do was try out Edgar's visualization of the Pangaea testnet. Now, he posted the code as a gist on GitHub, and I tried to do it yesterday 3 times, failed every time.
You're a bum, and that's all you'll ever be.
So this morning he posted another way of doing it, and I think that this time we might be able to do it. Now basically what it is, it's just a way of visualizing the data on the Pangaea testnet. And it looks pretty cool. There's something that we do in my industry. You might have heard of the phrase food porn or coffee porn, but it's basically when you take banal things like vegetables and you make them dance and look exciting and sexy. And in coffee I used to make those kind of droplety shots where, you know, a drop of beautiful black espresso is oozing into an unctuous layer of creamer. That's the kind of stuff I used to do. And we don't really have that for blockchain. And I kind of figured, well, if we could have some sexy imagery like that, it would be cool. But we're not there yet. And I still need to try and make this thing work.
You're training like a damn bum, you know that?
But that's what we're going to do. So let's get, hang on, something we need to do before we start. Coffee. Now we can begin. So the problem yesterday was that I could not get JQ and JP to install properly.
Nothing is impossible.
And this morning Edgar sent me a message and he said, I made a Docker image that you can easily run if you have Docker already installed. And he updated the gist instructions. I have it here. So now I basically had to figure out how to run Docker. So actually on AWS, which is what I'm on, it's actually pretty simple. The Docker basics for Amazon ECS are on this page. I will put the link down below, or there. And yeah, well, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. So first thing is we need to connect to the instance. I'm just going to make this a bit bigger because then you can actually see what's going on. So I need to set it to my downloads folder, and then I believe I have my PEM already in, and I'm just going to run the commands as they come in here so you can see, because it's pretty straightforward. No packages marked for update. On the sudo yum update, now I can install Docker from the latest community edition, and it should say, there we go, installed. And now I can ask it to start the Docker service, like that. That's done. Change the EC2 user, like this. Done. And now I log out and log back in. Okay, cool. I'm just going to log out of terminal. Run terminal again. CD downloads. Pen. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Sometimes you can go too quickly. You can tell I've done this a lot now. I've done this a lot.
Nobody cares.
There we go. I'm just going to make that command window a little bit bigger. There we go. And now if I run this command, it worked. Okay. This is a lot better than it has been so far. No, okay, example copy pastable commands. Ah, this is exciting! I don't know why I'm so excited here, because this is just, I don't know, this is not my thing at all. But let's see if this works. Okay. Alright, going in now. Oh, we did it! We did it!
Yes! That's awesome!
I genuinely have no idea what I'm looking at here. I know. The thing is, like, his screenshots are in black and white, so I'm sure if you're looking at me now, you probably know that there is a way to do this. Mac terminal black, background, how do I do that? Huh? What is this? Oh, there it is. What about red sands? Oh, that's gross. Basic. I'm feeling pretty basic right now, I'll be honest. I can see the EPOS slot candidates as a bar chart. Okay. Let's have a look. I mean, yeah, it's cool, but like, it's, see the, what? I think we need to do some work on this, because like, whatever I'm doing, it isn't looking as cool and as pretty as his. Oh, that's fun. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's weird. It's very, well, yes. So the final one I can do is here. Well, it just looks like a bunch of bunk beds in the world's worst hostel. So, yeah, I did it.
You're a goddamn genius.
So if you want to check out how to do this and fiddle around with yourself, very, very easy. But I would actually suggest, if you have the downtime now, and let's face it, most of us do, I would suggest getting involved with the Pangaea community. You can set up an AWS account for free and get started and run the testnet and run a node on there. I think a lot of people come into this industry and buy tokens in projects without really understanding the tech and not really understanding what's going on when you send a transaction. If you get into the nitty-gritty of this, if you run your own node, even if it's just on a testnet, you will understand so much more about what's actually going on, the complexities of it, the processes involved, and the reliance that we have on people acting in the best interest of the network, of really putting time and energy into making sure the network runs properly. I don't think anyone really understands just how much work goes into maintaining a node. Setting one up is actually quite easy. Just follow some instructions, blah, 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 da, da, da. But maintaining it, keeping it going, that's a big ass commitment. And I have a huge amount of respect for the people that do it. I have a huge amount of respect for our own node runners and the conversations you can have with them, because they don't care about the market. They don't care about all of that stuff. They just care about running a decentralized network that functions, that fulfills the promise of blockchain. And I think we can all respect that. So the question is, if you buy these tokens and you don't really understand what you've bought, well, why did you buy them? This is an opportunity to get that in-depth knowledge, and I highly recommend it. So I'll put the links to what we're doing down below, and you can check it out for yourself. But in the meantime, have a coffee.